You're listening to the Yes, I'm Still Sober podcast with John Rabin. Hello and welcome to the Yes, I'm Still Sober podcast with John Rabin. This is episode 62, recorded on August 28th, 2019, and this may be the 62nd time I've started this podcast today. I think I've lost count. I've had a bunch of technical issues. Some shit's been going on with the website that I use to record, because I do it through a Chromebook, so it's all like browser-based. Through Chrome. Well, some shit's been going down. Some things have been happening, and I don't know why. My cat's losing her goddamn mind because I guess because the roommate moved out and took her bed, so the cat feels like the bed's gone. It's her bed, so one of her two beds is missing. So she's not letting up. So she's been, freaking out while I've been trying to record. I've stuttered over my words and just sounded like a fucking idiot, which I don't mind doing. But I like to sound dumb further into the podcast, not in the first 10 to 15 seconds, if that makes sense. I'd like for you to be confident that I know what I'm doing, or get into the rhythm of it. So when I do stumble over words, like you already started it, you already got the podcast going, in that first minute when you're going, fuck this, I'm going to listen to Rogan or whatever else. So I'd rather you just be, in the groove, so that if I do whatever weird shit that I do, that, it's almost takes more effort to stop it and find another one, then it's like, I'll give them a pass. So I've been stopping it and starting this thing over. I've been doing this for about an hour, and I don't know why, because I don't really have a tremendous like a whole lot of stuff to give you guys today. I don't, we've got to talk about this. There's some serious stuff going on in the world. Let's get to it. Topic one, Popeye's chicken sandwich. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. I have kind of a guide, kind of. I have notes, but I got to be honest. I've lost the energy to really just, I don't give a shit now. We're just going to go. We're just going to do this. I'm going to fill time. We're going to get this episode out, and we're going to try this again next week. Because I've lost patience. I'm not going to do it. You know what? I'm out. No, I'm not going to go. All right. We did have that Popeye's chicken sandwich last week. My girlfriend demanded it. And I'm like, are you really falling for this bullshit just because it's on social media that everybody's posting about it? Do I really have to go to Popeye's because you've fallen for the marketing ploy? And she's like, yeah. I went, all right. I mean, that comes with the package of the relationship, is I got to go do something I don't really want to do because, you have to decide, okay, do I go for the homophobic sandwich, but they're all nice to you, or do I go for the better sandwich that's, but everybody's an asshole, and they don't restock anything. Because nobody gives a shit about working there. Not like you should. I mean, obviously, I don't know anybody who's like, they should take pride in their work. Really? Okay. I mean, I agree you should take pride in your work, but just so that you can, just for you to make it through the day, but not necessarily because you're really behind the company. But I did. I went and got them. And in a twist of irony, I really liked the sandwich and she did not, because they drown it in mayonnaise. And I am very white and she is not. So I'm all about that fucking sandwich. I'll go back and get another one. I don't care. Those things are great. Probably because of the mayonnaise. But, you know, the chicken's fine. It's a sandwich. You know what else is kick-ass, though? It's all new, according to the ad. But the Whataburger has a Dr. Pepper milkshake. Yeah, you heard me. It's a Dr. Pepper fucking milkshake, man. Yeah, you should go. You should go get it right now. Take me with you. You can listen. Listen to this and head to the Whataburger and get yourself... Actually, you know what? Maybe... Here's the thing about the Dr. Pepper milkshake. It's fucking great. For about 25% of it. And then you're kind of like, you know what? That's enough. I don't... That's a lot of sugar. That's a lot of dessert drink. I don't know if I want to finish this. And you look and you have 75% more of your milkshake. It's something. So I don't know. So maybe if you don't mind like drinking a part of it and then putting it in the freezer or fridge, like that's the other thing is I've still got, like I've been working on it while trying to work on this stupid podcast episode, but I've still got half of it left. And then I'm sitting there going, do I put it in the fridge or do you put it in the freezer? How do you store milkshake? I don't know. I'm sorry. So I'm basically alternating it between freezer and fridge because I'm like, well, it's got milk, but it's ice cream, but it's a beverage through a straw. So I'm just alternating back and forth when I think about it to switch it from the fridge and the freezer. It's a huge hassle. So do I recommend it? I don't know. Maybe go check out the Dr. Pepper milkshake at Whataburger. There's my ad. That's about all I can say about it. I don't know. So I like that my YouTube channel, no, my YouTube account, excuse me. You know how it recommends videos based on all the garbage that you watch. I think it's funny. It nailed me today because it recommended a video of Missy Elliott performing at the MTV Video Music Awards and did not promote anything else from the VMAs. Like, I didn't even know the VMAs were this week, and I shouldn't because I'm 45. Also, I think it's funny that MTV still has Video Music Awards considering, you know, all they show is, you know, Teen Mom and all that bullshit. You know, they don't really actually show videos, so it's weird that they even still have Video Music Award at all. Anyway, but apparently she got like the Vanguard. I don't care. But what does matter is that it recommended Missy Elliott to me because for some reason I don't know if the account knew. It's like, how old is he? Okay, yeah, he's not. No, none of that shit. That none of the other people. No, he doesn't know who any of the Missy. He knows who Missy Elliott is. Yeah, play that. I guarantee you he'll click on that. So 5 million other people have watched it. He's gonna watch it, and yeah, I did, because she's fucking phenomenal. So that was the highlight of my day today. It wasn't a bad day. It wasn't until I started, you know, dicking around with this system trying to do the podcast. I'm really frustrated with it. Can you hear? Can you tell? I'm just I just want to get through this. I just want to hang on for a second. Now I'm getting a phone call. I don't know who it is. It was a collection agent or telemarketer speaking in Spanish only. Like normally I don't answer my phone, but it was a 512 number. It was like local. And also because I've given my number out to a couple of restaurants like in my neighborhood who I saw that they had ads for needing a dishwasher. So I basically told them I was a freelance dishwasher. Because I'm thinking about, because I'm kind of doing that. I'm kind of reaching out there, wanting to do a little freelance action. Basically, it's like, look, I have a job, but I don't mind doing a little extra work on my day off. You know, I'm like a rogue dishwasher. I've gone rogue. Here, you know, so I've been given, so I've told them, look, if you don't have somebody and you want to pay me cash or check directly to me for the day, I will come in and wash the shit out of your dishes. Like, I've given them my number and stuff, so I thought it might be them. It was not. They weren't looking for me. And it's just, you know, and the thing is that the funny thing is that, like I'm relearning Spanish. I downloaded the app, the Duolingo, which is allowing me to, that was really caught me off guard that was totally in Spanish. And I'm like, I think you have the wrong number. Like, also, I'm not that far. I haven't progressed that far in my lessons. I got nothing but yo como manzanas. I eat apples. Like, I've got nothing for you. I just started relearning the language. I do eat apples. But, man. That app is great, by the way, Duolingo. You can pick, there's a bunch of different languages that you can learn on there, and it uses that same kind of gaming technique that, like, different games are doing, like Words with Friends and like all these other games are doing to really hook you, where, you know, you've got to do, you know, they want you to do it every day, you know, and you get extra points, or you get extra gems, or, you know, here's a currency we made up that buys nothing but badges that are not really badges. They're just pictures in your portfolio on your app that somehow makes you feel like you need to earn them, even though they don't mean anything. But all of a sudden you're immersed in the gaming and you're like, yeah, no, I've got to get that badge. I don't have that badge. I got to win the award for the week. You know, I just wanted to learn the language, Duolingo, and it's like, and like you earn experience by taking the different quizzes, and you know, your XP, and you know, it adds up, and then all of a sudden it tells you, oh, you know, I got like the notification the other day. It's like, hey, you just dropped out of the top 15 in our bronze league, and I'm like, what the fuck is a bronze league? And it's a league that I'm apparently competing in that I didn't know I was competing in. But fuck, I just dropped out of the top 15. Only the 15 advanced to the silver league. Shit, I better get to learning. Like, I'm already, you know, I didn't know I was competing in anything. I didn't know I didn't sign up for this. I just want to learn shit. Look, I just figured, you know, half my coworkers speak Spanish. I'm like, you know, it'd be nice to fucking know what they're saying about me. No, but it would also be nice to communicate. It's, you know, and I've wanted to for years. I've wanted to keep it up for over a decade now. I've been like, man, I gotta relearn Spanish and really get into it. But so this is actually helping. But I can do it without the competition. There's enough competition in life. I don't need it with my fucking apps. Man, it's crazy. What about the timing of that phone call, too? I'm telling you, it's weird. Today's weird. This episode is fucking strange. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? We're halfway through, everybody. All right. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back. I just heard how I paused this thing and told you that I was taking a break. I forgot about that. That's because it's just it's continuous for you. So I didn't even have to tell you that I was taking a break. I could have just paused the motherfucker. It's like, also, you just started listening. It's like, you're going to take a break, John? It's been 14 minutes. Man, you get tired easily. You thought about working out? Thought about maybe eating better? I got distracted. I wanted to take a break because I wanted to look something up and kind of shift gears, because this is just this is just slogging through it at this point. But those lawsuits against Johnson and Johnson, of course, they're appealing because that's a weird one. But the opioid crisis, basically lawsuits, and then Purdue wants to settle for like $12 billion or something like that. Which means that they know they're going to pay way more if they don't settle. I'm just interested in what if Johnson and Johnson actually pays Oklahoma that $500 million or whatever it is. What's Oklahoma going to do with the money? Are they going to put it into into different resources used to help people with drug addiction, addicted to painkillers, with the different the opioid overdose reversal medications? Are they going to make that more available, or are they going to do what the states did when they got the tobacco money, which is whatever the fuck they wanted to? Because there's billions of dollars that tobacco companies paid the government and states, and then and use the money. There's no way. That's what I was looking up. There's no way to tell where the money went. It wasn't used for, because the whole idea was they were going to take the money and use it to fight cigarette addiction, and to prevent, try to prevent kids from smoking. So, some of that went to the, those truth.com ads, and holy shit, that just made, I don't know about you, but every time I saw one of those horrible ads, it just made me want to smoke more out of spite. And I did. So very ineffective, huge waste of money there with all those dumb ads. But it turns out all it took to get people to quit smoking, basically, is just the new generation to look and go, no, that looks stupid. No, I'm gonna vape. I'm gonna vape instead. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be killing as many people. Like, it's just, you just waited for a better product to come around, and for a new generation to go, no, you guys smell and you're all dying and you can't breathe. I think, not for me, not my generation. I love that. I love the idea. The kids going, no, I'm going to eat better. Organic, farm to table. No cigarettes for me. Condoms, no. Like, it's the one aspect that they're just like, just does not fit everything else healthy. They're like, HPV, whatever. It's very strange. But I'm just it'll be interesting though, because it's 20 years later, because that happened in '98 was the big settlement with all the tobacco companies. But it'll be interesting because of technology and tracking to see where the money goes. I bet people keep an eye on this money, the opioid money. I bet the drug company money. I bet people keep an eye on that shit. It's weird. Our brains are strange. It's weird what you perceive reality to be based on your state of mind and your mood. And how that can change, and all of a sudden everything's fine, or it isn't, or it was fine and then it isn't. It's I can't figure it, and because my mind's going all the time, like a lot, like a friend of my girlfriend's who like just met me, liked me, but was like, you can tell that he's constantly thinking, that he's just, his mind's just racing all the time, and he's just this ball of anxiety. He's just constantly going, and I'm like, well, yeah, I can't dull that shit down. I try to breathe, but yeah, I do. I think a lot, but and yet, even with thinking and trying, because I'm always trying to figure out why I'm acting a certain way, or why my behavior is going a certain direction, and then it doesn't, and then what catalyst causes that to then veer off into crazy town, and it's just it's fucking nuts, man. It's weird, I don't know. I can't figure it out. You just keep going, and you survive your episode, and you just keep going, and here we are. I don't know where I'm going with this. What I'm saying is that just keep going. So that's the not really a moral per se, but I'm coming up on 7 years sobriety, and for those of you who are sober and you're trying to keep sober, just keep going. That's really. And for those of you who are not sober, and I always say, keep being sane. Just try to keep yourself going, because whether it's sober or not, we're all dealing with the same shit. And it's always been, I bring it up about every other week, how people who don't have issues with addiction, they still have the same kind of problems and the same kind of whether it be mental issues or emotional issues, like it's just being human. And you tend to, when you're obsessed and fixated on your addiction, and then that's the source of all your problem, you tend to forget that really a lot of it's just it's just your fucking brain, man. It's just you and being human and dealing with the world the way it is, or your perception of the world the way it is, more accurately. But you tend to forget that it's just that we're all dealing with this shit. That it doesn't have to, that it's not specific to addiction. And that also is, I think, what really helped me keep going, is that all of this shit is basically, it's down to me. It doesn't have to do, it's never the inanimate object. Oh, this inanimate object that I can't let go of. That's the true evil. No, man, it's you. Not the booze. Painkillers are not evil. It's your desire for them. It's all in your head. You get to control it. It's just a matter of figuring out how to do so. How do you change your thoughts? How do you change your desires? How do you change your patterns of behavior to where you form new patterns and new habits, and you get used to doing that so long to where it's actually harder to go back down the old road, to where it's like, look, my momentum's already headed this way. I can't veer off and go back to fucked upville. I'm on the way to sobriety town. This is where I'm at. This is the road I'm on. No, I don't want that, because that's a pain in the ass to go that direction. I got all this other shit I'm doing over here. So I don't know. That's kind of what has helped me, is just kind of realizing it's that. I don't know where that came from, but I was just thinking about it. Wanted something sobriety related for you guys for the episode, so I thought that was on my mind. So keep going. Keep going forward. Shit's rough out there, because that's life, but man, just keep going. You know what? We're gonna end on that. I made it. We made it through. Even with all these technical difficulties, Jesus Christ. Seriously, 15 plus takes trying to get this thing started. It's just, even the cat finally quieted down. Thank you, Kitty. Appreciate it. And thank you guys for joining me. This has been Yes, I'm Still Sober. I'm John Rabin. We'll see you next week. Later. Right.